Hello everyone, I'm Sean Supplett, a meteorologist at Climate Central, and here to discuss why it's important to talk about climate change, both in weather forecasts and in longer feature stories. The time is right. In an era where most people are getting forecasts from smartphones, you have an opportunity to showcase your scientific credentials, show value to your employer, and speak to an issue more people want to know about. Only 1 in 4 adults hear about climate change in the media once a week. So there is a growing demand for solid scientific information. Public opinion continues to shift toward acceptance. 72% of Americans believe global warming is happening. This map is from the Yale Program on Climate Change Communication, and you can examine opinions on many different aspects at the state, county, and metro levels by Googling Yale Climate Opinion Maps. The number of people who are alarmed, concerned, or cautious about climate change over the past 10 years is growing. People want to know what the science means to them in their backyards, and they trust you to inform them. Broadcast meteorologists are still among the most trusted members of the media. Our Climate Matters program is here to help you tell the story that fits your audience. It's our job to support you, whether that's discussing heat waves, seasonal temperature trends, or wildfires. To speak more on why this is good practice across the station group, here's Nate Johnson, meteorologist and director of weather operations at NBC Universal owned and operated stations, followed by Jackie Purcell, chief meteorologist at KTUU in Anchorage.
For our NBC and Telemundo-owned stations, covering climate is just part of how we tell the weather story. We know that climate is changing, and we know that those changes are having an impact on our day-to-day weather. And so we encourage our stations to cover the climate in as many ways as is practical and to really focus on their local markets as well. One way they do that is with nuggets inside a weathercast, based a lot of times on data provided by Climate Central or research that our meteorologists have done. Sometimes it's going to be stories outside of a weathercast. Our Washington, D.C., Boston, and Miami stations, for example, have all created entire reporting franchises around climate stories that include both meteorologists and reporters, not just the weather team. And of course, we've done 30-minute specials, including one most recently about the Australian bushfires, where we sent one of our meteorologists from our Miami team to Australia to see firsthand how the climate was affecting that and fueling those fires. Something else that we've done, our Telemundo stations collaborated on a special in Spanish, the first of its kind, a nationwide climate change special that was aired on Telemundo stations nationwide. So it really is a local story that is a global story. We're going to tell the local angle, and we're encouraging our stations to do it in as many ways as they can.
Thank you to Climate Central for this opportunity to talk about climate change and its impacts in my home state of Alaska. I'm Jackie Purcell, Chief Meteorologist at KTUU Channel 2, Alaska's news and weather source. I've been in broadcasting for more than 35 years and in television exclusively here at KTUU and in Alaska. I've seen climate shifts firsthand. Last year, Anchorage sizzled on the 4th of July, hitting an all-time high of 90 degrees on our nation's birthday. And at the same time, forest fires were burning and large areas of the state endured smoke. We have seen extended warmer fall seasons as well. Climate change affects Alaska as well as the Arctic and its people. KTUU staff traveled over the state in the last year talking to those most affected by this hazard, Native Alaskans. They have seen dramatic shifts in seasonal weather patterns, and thus the gathering and preservation of food is impacted. From melting permafrost cellars and shrinking glaciers, the warming is changing the landscape of the 49th state in a relatively short period of time. It is vital to tell our viewers how the planet is changing and hopefully how we can all play a role in taking care of the earth. We appreciate how Climate Central helps us tell this very important story.
Thank you to Jackie and Nate. Documented use of our materials has taken off. Last year, we had more than 2,800 hits on television and 9,000 on social media. We're on a pace to surpass that in 2020. More than 900 meteorologists get Climate Matters on Wednesdays, and we've expanded those packages for journalists to help them tell the local climate story. If you already get our stuff, thank you, and if you like it, please spread the word. And if you want to get our Wednesday emails, they are free. Send me an email or a direct message on Twitter. Thank you all very much. Stay safe and healthy.